programs on our computer.
Okay, so our next part of our next part of training is going to be actual invoicing the orders. There's a couple ways to invoice. You can actually do bulk invoicing. So when you actually get into the actual production here and the company really gets going, you're going to be able to just do full bulk invoicing. Now, part of doing bulk invoicing means that A, you need to have your credit card processing online, and B, shipping has to be online. Okay? Because we want basically a hands-free, touch-free system. Now, it only works if you ship complete. If you don't ship complete orders and you're not using scanning in the warehouse, it is also not good to use. So let's go in here to our sales order module, and under processing we're going to do bulk invoicing. So I'm going to show you how to do 2 bulk invoices. I'm going to go out and hit select, and that's going to let me go out and say, well, here's all the orders that are eligible for invoicing. I shipped this order and I shipped that order complete. Once I choose them, all I have to do is hit ship complete and update. On the screen, it's going to produce a report that says, here's your new invoices. It assigns it an invoice number. It's done. Remember, with the freight being integrated, the tracking number and the freight value is already going to be there. And if you're shipping complete, you don't need to touch this again. Okay? We're done. That's all there is to bulk invoicing. Once I exit out of this, it's done. All I would have to do is go into sales order module, sales order printing, choose invoices, and hit OK. And it would print all those invoices for me. Any invoice that has not been printed will print here without doing anything. It's going to ask me for the logos. It's looking for all your logos here. That's what it's doing. It's going to do it to the screen. I don't want to do it to the. I forgot to tell it screen. There's your first invoice. Done. Shipped complete. No back orders. Next. There's 5 invoices in here that have not been printed. This one is a void. This one here was the credit memo we did, because we never printed it. That's the credit memo we did in our earlier training. Isn't that pretty? See, they wanted to send us 50. Mm-hmm. They only sent us 46.
Oh, right, the credit memo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then our next one is also a credit memo, and that's where we turn that return authorization into a credit for D&D stuff. D&E. Remember they returned the whole shipment?
Right. That turned out to be one less of freight charges, and we took out the freight charges.
That's right. That's right. And there you go.
None of these are actually being posted to our system.
They're all being posted to your system. They're going against strict mission.
I don't even pay the commission, so that's fine.
That's your salary.
Okay, so any questions on that?
No.
No, that's cool.
Okay, and then the next question will come up. It'll ask you, do you want to update?
Yes.
If you say yes to update, what I want to show you is how it hits the general ledger, because remember we had all of those turns.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see here where it went against sales returns. You have cost of goods. You have the sales for the actual invoice that we did earlier. Mm-hmm. The bulk invoices, the reduction of inventory, and the increase in accounts receivable. Now, if there's an error, and this is your detail, you have 2 tabs here. You have a journal entry tab and you have the summary detail, which tells you each individual record that you're updating.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Once you exit this, if there was an error or it was out of balance, the system would not let you get this far. It would tell you you have errors. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Now, to invoice just a standard order, you would simply go to the invoicing module here. Use your magnifying glass to pull up an order. Pick this one. Click Invoice, and it's going to ask you the question, are you going to ship complete? The rule is always answer yes to this question, because what this does, it actually moves everything from the quantity ordered field to the quantity shipped field. If you answer no to this, you will have to go in manually and enter each line item
Oh, okay.
that was shipped.
And if you answer yes, you can go and move the ones back.
That's exactly what you do. So if I say yes to this, come over here and say, I didn't ship 150, I only shipped 100, then the question will come up, do you want to back order the rest?
Okay.
And I want to say yes. And I didn't have any on stock, so if I hit 100 and I answer no to this, it'll only back order the difference. It's going to force the shipping of 100 and back order the 80. If I answered yes, it looks in inventory and says, hey, you don't have enough anyways. You don't have any. It back ordered the whole amount. Did you understand that? That's kind of confusing.
Well, I understood that.
Yeah.
Okay, then what you would do is go down here, put your freight in, but that'll come from UPS.
Right.
And if you're going to charge tax, you would fill it in here. Handling charge would go here. If you're going to give a discount of 10%, if it's discountable, it'll automatically calculate the discount. It appears this item is not discountable. So it's marked as a no on this order. But if I change that to a yes, and then come down here, now it's calculated it.
Okay. You might as well tell me it's discountable as a yes.
Well, you have to do that at the inventory level.
Right.
It's not at the inventory level that way, so we'll have to change that. And that's all there is to invoicing. Let's see what else is in that module. Consolidated invoicing, you'll note when you get into EDI for Nordstrom, stuff like that, those are consolidated invoices. Inventory allocation, we'll cover that in a little bit. That really does conclude the invoicing module. Any questions?
Excellent.
Nope.
Okay. I thought it was pretty good training too.